Hey guys, welcome to A Gamer's Adventure. Today we're going to go over a red deck I bought my great nephew because he wanted to start playing. He is 9. Get some light on the subject here so you have more of a complete lighting. He is 9 years old, so he wanted to start playing. He wanted to go fire. So I got him this. So I'm sorry about the flipped image. So the way I can do this like this. It is the Cavalcade Challenger deck. Great, nice starter deck from my local shop. Gives you the card list, other spells and such and whatnot. It's not that bad. He wanted to try it out, so he wanted fire. So I got it for him. And well, the deck comes with some good lands, good amount of them. You got 18 of them. Plus you got 3 of these special lands. When the Castle Rebirth enters the battlefield, tapped unless you control a mountain, and you tap it, you can add a fire into your hand. You can add 1 mountain. If you use 3 of them, when you tap it, creatures you control get a +1/+0 till the end of your turn. Nice little effect, especially if you got 3 of these things. You put all 3 up there, tap 9 lands. Well, you can get some pretty decent attack on a creature, especially if you have that creature attacking. But that's pretty much it for the lands. I already threw them in some deck sleeves, just basic black ones. We haven't ran it yet, so we don't know how it's going to run. It may need some modification. Personally, I think it does. When I went over this card list. You have some enchantments. For some weird reason, this deck came in 4 of almost everything. Except within a couple of them, there's only 3 of. Here's the enchantment. You have 4 of these. Sorry. Costs 2 mana, and it's whenever a creature you control with the power of 1 or less attacks, Cavalcade of Calamity deals 1 damage to the player or planeswalker that creature is attacking. Which I don't know why it says the creature attacking. You attack the player blocks with the creature. You never attack the creature. At least I don't think so on this. There are some cards that attack the creatures. Then you got Light Up Stage. It's a sorcery. You got 4 of them. Go figure. Surprise, surprise, huh? Spectacle costs 1 mana. This costs 3 to bring out. So you may cast a spell for its spectacle cost rather than its mana cost if an opponent lost life this turn. You exile the 2 top cards of your library until the end of your turn, and then you may play those cards. Now, whether you can play them without mana cost or not, it doesn't say, so I'm assuming you have to pay their mana cost still. Correct me if I'm wrong here, guys. Please leave me a comment on that down in the comment section, and I can figure it out. If I'm wrong, please correct me. Then you got Emberclave. It's a legendary artifact. It's the only one in here that has 1 of it. It's a flash spell, so this spell costs 1 less mana cost for each attacking creature you control. It costs 6 to bring out. So if you have 6, it's free. Whenever Emberclave enters the battlefield, attach it to a target creature you control. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has double strike and trample. That sounds pretty deadly. You can attack twice and you take all of it. I kind of like that card. Too bad it wasn't a dark one. Okay, now on to the creatures. Here we have the Prevalent Champion. It's a human knight. 1 mana to bring out. It's a 1/1 attacker, and it has haste in first strike. Whenever Prevalent Champion Knight attacks, another target attacking knight you control gets a +1/+0 to the end of the turn. Equip abilities: you activate this target. Prevalent Champion costs 3 less to activate. 3 mana less. It's not too bad. Let's get that in the view. Then we have this one right here. It is the Scorch Splitter. And again, surprise, surprise, it comes in 4 cards. 1 mana, 1/1 attacker. And it's whenever he attacks, you deal one. It deals 1 damage to the player or planeswalker it's attacking. Pretty simple. And you got 4 of them to do it with. Again, surprise, surprise. It's got 4. This is a surprise to me. There's only 3 of these. You get the Street Dodger. 1 mana cost. It has haste. It costs 1 mana. He can't block this turn except by creatures with Defender. Not sure what that means. Again, please let me know in the comments. It's a 1/1. Pretty simple. Quick to bring out. From the looks of this deck, it looks like you can bring out creatures very fast, with being 11 of them costing 1 mana. Then of course you got this one. This is 2 mana, and surprise, surprise, there's 4 of them. It's Runaway Steam Kin. It's an elemental. It costs 2 mana to bring out, and it's a 1/1 attacker. And whenever you cast a red spell, if Runaway Steam Kin has fewer than 3 of the 1/1 counters on it, you put a 1/1 counter on it. And of course you remove 3 of the 1/1 counters from him, and you gain 3 mana. Sorry, I'm not going to read the names over and over. Some of these names are hard. I had to rehearse it a little bit before the video. Then you get this guy. 4 of them. It's the Thane of the Red Fel. It's a Dwarf Noble. He costs 4 to bring out, and he's a 2/4. If a red source you control would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent the opponent controls, deal that much damage plus 2 instead. Not bad. Seems like a lot of fun. And then on to these cards right here. These kind of threw me off a little bit. Didn't really know what they are until the guy explained it to me. You got the On the Adventure cards with the 2 types of effects. You got that one and you got that one. It's a Ramjock Knight. It's a Dwarf Knight. He's a 3/1. He costs 2 to bring out. You got Boulder Rash, and it's an instant adventure. Target creature gets a +2/+0 to the end of the turn. You can exile this card. You may cast this creature later from exile. Or his normal effect is he cannot block. Which I kind of like his On the Adventure better. And then you got this one, the final creature. Bone Crusher Giant. It seems like the biggest one in here. It seems like his heavy hitter. It has Stomp, which costs you 2 mana to do, and it costs you 3 to bring him out. He's a 4/3. Damage can't be prevented this turn. Stomp deals 2 damage to any target, and that's his On the Adventure one on that one. This one is whenever the Bone Crusher Giant becomes target of a spell, Bone Crusher Giant deals 2 damage to that spell's controller. Look, he has a magical cylinder for all those Yu-Gi-Oh players out there. Those are the type of creatures you have. Not really impressed with the creatures. I mean, they're pretty cool. Some of the effects are pretty nasty. But again, you only get 7 creatures and multiples of each. They could have did a better variety, if you ask me. Now on to the Planeswalker. Yes, you have 3 of them. It's Cassandra, Acolyte of the Flame. For 0, you can put a counter on each red Planeswalker you control. Another one as a 0. Create 2 1/1 elemental creature tokens. They gain haste. Sacrifice them at the beginning of the next stage. You may, and for -2, which I don't know how she doesn't gain any points here. You cast instant. You may cast target instant or sorcery cards with converted mana cost of 3 or less from your graveyard. If the card would be put into the graveyard this turn, cast it in exile instead. Exile it instead. Doesn't seem very helpful. Again, this deck seems pretty cool to try out. We're going to run it probably within the next couple days. See if my nephew likes it. If not, we're going to do some modifications to it. I personally don't like this. I like my vampire deck instead, which you've seen in the other video I did. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys would change. Give me some pointers. Would really love to hear from you guys. And I thank you guys for watching. Thanks for the view. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. And as always, be safe.